Welcome back to the Shoegazing 93 channel. I don't know what happened there. I think my phone, it overheated, I think, in this glorious sunshine. And therefore it just stopped filming all of a sudden. Really strange, the red dot just stopped. And yeah, quite frustrating really, but because I was just about to wrap it up, the part one of my MBV setlist prediction. I was about to wrap the video up, but I guess I'll just make a part two, make this a separate video as a part two really to the MBV setlist prediction. And I'll try not to talk as long this time because yeah, I might just cut out again, and then I've got the storage as well, which is another problem. But yeah, so yeah, where was I? Yeah, so 3 Arena, we got to. It'd be interesting to see what this is going to be like for MBV, because I just said that Colin he attended a Black Sabbath concert there, and he actually wrote a letter to 3 Arena in Dublin saying that the concert wasn't loud enough. I didn't really get the experience, and yeah, I mean, this is like a band that plays similar volume to MBV, maybe slightly less, but yeah, that doesn't bode well if Kevin Shields wants his own way. But that was like early 2010s or something, or maybe in the 2000s. I can't remember when he wrote the letter, but it is there on an NME article. But so hopefully 3 Arenas rectified that, and they're more kind of lenient towards bands who want to put on a loud experience. But I'm surprised Kevin doesn't have his own engineer. Like, that would make total sense. I mean, he's big enough. His style is obviously so singular that he needs somebody like Alan Moulder behind the desk for every gig. I don't understand why MBV wouldn't have their own sound technicians, because if they just put a random guy, just the house engineer there, then how are they meant to understand that? Like, surely with a band with that unique sound, they should have their own person behind the desk. And they've been around for long enough, and they're popular enough, and they're unique enough for MBV to have somebody to do their own sound at every single gig. And it's not like they play every week, is it? I mean, they got all the time in the world to prepare for these gigs. So I don't understand why is there so much like contention about like who's doing the live sound for MBV, and like, is this venue going to be suitable enough? I mean, surely the musicians of that band must be thinking about these things, because they have so much time and so much experience at this stage of their career, that they should know exactly like how it's going to be and who's going to be doing the sound. Is the acoustics of the venue gonna be great? Is there any restrictions on the PA? I believe they bring their own PA with them, the M2 system that the Prodigy used, and Curve. I think it's called the M2 system. It's like the loudest PAs you can possibly get. But yeah, it's gonna be loud. I mean, even if it isn't like, even if it isn't them at their peak loudness, they're still gonna be louder than the average band. Like, when people say like, "Oh, it's a quiet MBV gig," that means it's still louder than most other bands. That's the crazy thing about that band. But yeah, So yeah, I said about my set list, and I think it'd be the usual suspects. I think Soon will be there, Only Shallow, Thorn, Slow. Those songs are always locked into like every single MBV gig. It seems, judging by what I've seen on YouTube and setlist.com, setlist.fm, I think it's called. It's always like Soon and to hearing those when should be played, but actually I think at the 2008 Roundhouse gig, which I saw on YouTube, it wasn't actually in the set list, but they had a beautiful rendition of "Blown a Wish," and that would be incredible to see because the way Shield's guitar sort of seemingly seems to glide from side to side in that song seems to be proper something you want to see live for sure. Um, like I said, something from the Conway era would be great because I think Kevin and Belinda could definitely adopt his style on Sunny Sunday Smile, which I think does have a female vocalist harmonizing with Conway on there. But it's not Belinda. It's not Belinda. It's before. Because that Sunday Smile was like 1985 or six. I think 85. I think. So yeah, the MBV were already kind of doing those male female harmonies in places before Kevin and Belinda came. So I think they could definitely adopt that, and that'd be cool. Before they were signed to Creation Records, that was the Conway era. That was when they were a completely Irish band, and then Debbie and Belinda stepped in, two English women. So yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. Like I said, a special guest as well. I wish they would reveal that. Um, Just Mustard would be where my money is. I'm kind of rehashing part A a little bit here, but yeah, Kitchens of Distinction. Lots to say about them. There's a lot of stuff brewing on their socials. Obviously, I'm going to the Brighton gig with where Patrick is playing with a cello player called Seme Wu, and most crucially, um, he's playing with Julian Swales for the first time since 1996. It's going to be a real epic moment, um, and I think judging by the socials, I think that they will get back together. All three of them. I do think 2026. I reckon next year. I reckon they'll get back with Dan Goodwin, and there you go. You got the three piece there. I mean, you got two. You got two out of the three chefs playing this year together at a couple of shows. So all you need is Dan to walk in, and you got it. You got a whole Kitchens reunion, and then they can play like Brixton Academy and some serious venues like that with the full sound, the full immersive sound. And yeah, I think they definitely deserve it because even with when they came back with Folly in 2013, they didn't actually play that live. It was simply a studio album, and then they just buggered off again. So we need to catch them live. Definitely, all the fans really deserve to see them live, especially the newer ones like me who weren't old enough to see them the first time. But yeah, an epic discography from Love Is Hell to Folly. Um, they never put out a bad album, so that would be great. Also, LSD and the Search for God playing in Bristol, the Louisiana venue in Bristol, right next to the River Avon. 31st of August, Sunday night. I'm going to try and be there. LSD and the Search for God. They got a slightly different lineup, I think, to their first incarnation. They've got Mikey Jones from he was playing in Swerve Driver and Adam Franklin's Bolts and Melody. So you got Mikey on drums, I see, judging by their latest band shoots. So yeah, that'd be amazing because they obviously first album was 2007, and then they did one. There was a comeback album, wasn't there, in the 2010s? sometimes. So it's good that they're still knocking around. Yeah, maybe they got plans for another album. That would be great because they don't really have a big discography, but they were really impactful. Lots of people seem to like them. So yeah, I guess they're a vital band, and I think it's one I need to see. So I'm going to make the trip up to Bristol at the end of August to do that. Definitely. Um, yeah, and I see that the Shoegaze All Day is on again, and Pia Fraus, Pia Frost are headlining the Estonian band. So yeah, it's really international now. The Ordea. It was like the first year. Obviously, you had like Rev from Italy, but it was mostly like a London-based band thing. But now you're getting Pia Force from Estonia. You're getting Italian bands, French bands, like Healy's. Um, yeah, you get people from all over the place. American bands. Um, so yeah, it's become really international, and which is great because the 21st century scene is comprised of such an international um, set of bands. It wasn't not just the British and Irish bands of the 80s and 90s. These days, you've got it all over the place. Estonia, Peru. Um, there's even a band in Puerto Rico called Unreal. Uh, the Czech guys are still going in the form of Manon Muet. Um, so yeah, it's really great times for shoegaze, and I'll see you again next time, guys. I hope you're experiencing a glorious summer like we are here. If not, take care, and I'm sure the sun will find you. The sun will find you in the end. Cheers.